Here it is.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. Look how fast that fruit is.
It's like the fastest fruit I've ever seen. Faster than quicklime.
We shot this fruit with one of those like $10,000 slow-mo cameras, and this was the clearest image we could get.
with a electron microscope.
It's the only photo of the Fastfruitman that's ever been captured.
Yeah.
It's really funny. So Fastfruitman, with a 56% win rate, joined 2 mystery tournaments ago, I guess. This is their third. And should be a pretty good opponent for also a 50% win rate, also on their third mystery tournament. Sort of an equal amount of experience. And very close in win rate against Shoehorse.
Yeah, Shoehorse won one before this tournament, but this is a front 1 match. A front 2 match, sorry, so there has been a match before this. So both players actually have 1 win more, so both players just over 50%. And Fastfruitman just a bit more, just over 50%. But pretty similar, look at this. Both players' best placements 49. Joined in MT16, both of them. Interestingly, like, even matchup.
Yeah, it will be tough to decide who to put your points on. A prediction's just been opened.
Oh, I lost all my
then
points.
Immediately brings my mind back to the fact that you put 100,000 points.
It's fine. Like I said, I'll figure something out for next MT, probably. Who am I betting on? I mean, Fastfruitman has the better stats.
That's true.
Not a lot.
But not a lot. It's a pretty small sample size. It's difficult to put too much weight.
But also, look at Shoehorse's avatar. That's the face of someone determined to win.
It's the face of someone who's seen thousands of other competitors lose and is determined not to let that happen to me.
It's learned.
God damn it. They'll never bring me down.
But speaking of front 2, we didn't do this for the first one. Fastfruitman winning against quicklime in the most rigged match ever in Buster. We referenced that game quite a lot, surprisingly.
It's just this one thing. It's become our go-to reference for a gotcha.
Yeah, a red herring in level design.
So Fastfruitman, the lemon, conquered over the line. And Shoehorse defeated Becca Sets Fire. That was their first match. We had Becca do a match just very recently. But their first one was Vice Project Doom, which is the NES game where you can crouch while you run. And you have like a sword whip, laser whip, and a grenade and a gun or something. But it's kind of cool.
It's one of those late NES games, right?
Is it? It must be. It must be. You can like climb around on the background.
Yeah.
You've got multiple different weapons. There's a boss who throws a girder at you that's like made up of background tiles.
Oh yeah, that's always like a sign that it's probably even into the SNES era, because developers really started doing that with the SNES, mostly because it's because of the SNES's capabilities. You know, like Mode 7 bosses.
Mode 7.
That weird... Which game is it that has like the ball boss that starts spinning and growing when you hit it?
Sky Blazer.
Sky Blazer.
Has a giant roly-poly that by the final hit is completely filling the entire room.
Yeah.
And you're meant to hide in the corner because he's so big now.
But only like halfway through the boss. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like something you don't see a lot. A boss where you have to change your strategy despite... Like, it's not really phase 2 or anything, it's just the boss is on a linear scale of size.
Yeah, there's just like a tipping point at some part of the boss fight.
It's unexpected. Alright.
That's a cool game.
Let's have a look at this game. This game looks cool. I know nothing about this game. But it's called Blink. Blink and you miss it. It's actually called Blink the Bulb.
Blink the Bulb. Normally when I see the word blink in a video game, I think of a short-range teleport, probably on a quick cooldown.
Yeah, like Dota. Or Warcraft 3, I guess.
Yeah, or World of Warcraft. I guess Blizzard really is big on it.
Alright, here we go. Is this Singapore? Or Shoehorse?
I don't recognize it. It's only red and white though. There was a puzzle hunt I did that was all about flags that were only red and white, so you think I would remember. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We got the little guy. He's got like a coin for a face or something.
It's a bulb.
Shoehorse can't make the first jump, so it's gonna need some help from this slope, I guess. Fastfruitman just made it on the first try.
Wasn't there a double jump?
That would definitely explain it. There it is. Okay. Shoot, that's not a way you want to start your race. Fastfruitman is also holding down a charge attack the entire time they're playing the game. I don't want to hold a button while I play a game, you know? Not a run button, not a charge button.
Really?
I don't want to do it. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll forgive one run button or one charge button.
What about double tap to dash?
Ugh, I don't like that either. It depends. It depends if it's on a trigger. Triggers are much nicer than having to hold a face button.
That's like a modern thing to put commonly used actions on the triggers.
Fastfruitman was back at the start of the stage and went left and found a cannon that can shoot you perhaps onto the roof. And it's like, what's that? Is that an alternate path? Is that a shortcut? Is that a secret area with a bonus stage that will waste all your time? Is now just urinating sparks onto a snowman?
Okay. He's blinked the bulb. He urinates sparks onto snowmen.
That's what light bulbs do for all of us, all the time.
Are you
This
saying
treasure chest costs $30 to open? What?
I mean, we got 28. Are you saying this game has like Sonic level design? I feel like this game is Sonic in general. Look at all these slopes. Look, and when the level starts, it's got that like zigzag UI going on.
The level has a baseline that's like womp 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 womp. Big and confusing. That's a checkpoint there that Shoehorse just passed, I'm pretty sure. But it didn't go da-dong, but I think we know what it is.
Little ball spins at the top.
Yeah. This is like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a game where you run too damn fast. You cannot react to things when they scroll onto the screen if you're moving at top speed. So there's a constant trade-off you're making of like
Probably at the same spot.
information / reaction time versus speed.
We're so synced.
Yeah, that's funny how that worked out.
You know what? Sonic level design for me also is like, usually you run to the right, but then all of a sudden you run left or up, and you gotta recognize when that's the correct path.
Yeah, because it's natural to think like, oh, that was another path, and it's syncing up with mine now. So together now, these paths both go forwards, and it's like, nope, not actually. Sorry. So Shoehorse down there. Are you supposed to go left down there?
I think there's like these platforms that you can make solid.
Yeah, they definitely were not solid.
Look at this ninja guy.
But this also seems to be progress.
Oh, and you destroy enemies and like there's a friend inside. This game could hardly be more Sonic.
Water, we good? Yeah, we're good.
Like Sonic, where water is the bane of every child's like nightmare fuel.
We got a
Bounce
bouncy.
They're weird because you gotta bounce on them several times. That's not Sonic.
Well, those lights are not solid. So you have like, you collect keys.
Yeah. Makes me worried that there's like shortcuts and some of them are better than others.
Yeah, it's like, how do you spend your keys? And it's difficult to make good choices.
Yeah.
Oh, look out. Something. Oh, over there.
So-
Well, why put them all the way across then?
Yeah, I mean, maybe this is like 30 FPS stream stuff and they're flashing differently. Ah! Should have stayed in the
I
center.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you want to be moving around.
Oh, there's a checkpoint right there. Just don't game over. If that's the thing we can do.
I missed the paste bin link, so we're going to be figuring it on our own.
Is it pinned?
Probably.
Something's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see. You have unlimited lives and dying just sends you back to the last checkpoint. Alright, feel free to game over because you can't.
So you can charge up and shoot a big one that goes horizontal, but if you just tap it, you get these really limp shots.
Very Mega Man.
Well, I mean, even the tap ones will go all the way across the screen, at least. The music's pretty good. I'm digging it.
It's very Sonic. With that heavy bass line and then wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Is this, I mean, this is a freeware game, right? Link the Bulb, Steam. I mean, not freeware, I meant like a PC game.
Oh.
But it play. I mean, there's very obvious Genesis or Mega Drive, as I call it.
Yeah, I mean, the
inspirations.
character as a light bulb is sort of evoking
Mascot.
Rystar,
Yeah,
also Dynamite Heady. Both
I've
Genesis
never heard
classics.
of that.
Is a guy who throws his head.
Is it
Oh,
Dynamite?
Fastfruitman with the double jump into a super high bounce from the bobble. That's a late death, and that means Shoehorse is going to pull ahead in this race.
Yeah, despite like falling behind a little bit at the start. There's been a couple of deaths that have really cost Fastfruitman.
Shoehorse getting hit by some thing that I thought was a background thing, but turned out to be a
Oh, the
sentient
spinning thing?
bell. No, it was like, you know, in like an anime, they would go to the shrine for the New Year's and you pull on it. There it is, back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
UFO-looking thing just went by.
You say your prayer and then you ring the bell.
You clap twice and you bow and then you make a wish,
You're an expert.
and then it hits you because it's alive and it wants you dead.
But you luckily still have 5 HP left.
Yeah, so you're able to keep going. So there definitely was a treasure chest Shoehorse opened. Like if you look in the bottom left, Shoehorse has like a moon in the, and then Fastfruitman has like a glowing star.
Well, the pace spin
there's-
tells them absolutely nothing.
This is a flashback, and it's a very short pace spin, so I wonder if maybe this was a while ago we had this one. It just means it's night? There's a day-night cycle in this video game? The background is darker.
Maybe like first level is night, day, and second is night.
Yeah, instead of just completely ripping off Sonic's Act 1, Act 2. They went with day and night. Shoehorse dies. Where's that checkpoint?
I mean, they kind of did it with Sonic 3. Where like the level changes a little bit between Act 1 and 2.
Hmm.
Angel Island turns into Napalm Island. And the cave, whatever, magma zone turns into Diamond Cave Zone.
Hidden Reef Zone?
Lava Reef Zone,
It's
right?
a passive upgrade. You got a shell. It's passive. Enjoy it, whatever it does. For Fastfruitman, that is. Still trailing behind Shoehorse. Oh, nice reaction. Spotting the little tasties, the little pickups going off to the bottom right, and was like, oh, that means probably straight down is bad, and hit the double jump just before some spikes. Another passive. There's a blue shard. Now there's like the blue shard has gone into the UI
Whoa.
for Fastfruitman, and whoa!
It wasn't a passive,
It's gone.
it was an attack.
It's done. It's gone. It's not in the inventory anymore.
We attacked the air. We cast
That
magic
seems like
missile
not
on
a
the darkness.
passive. If you use it once and it's gone, I would not call that passive.
Well, I mean, what made you think it was a passive?
It said passive on the
Did it?
pop-up.
What?
I think so. It's rare that I notice something in a game that you don't. You're the one always telling me the really obvious things.
What the?
Now I'm worried it didn't say it at all.
Well, I mean, we got it again. It comes back, but
Oh,
it's still
well, then
not
why did it
very
disappear
passive.
off the UI? What's going on?
Unless the fact that you get it is passive.
So that one said type item, and it was a little pill, and I guess that refilled some meters. I didn't notice. But look at this slow scroll to the boss arena. Very Sonic the Hedgehog. Presents everywhere. They explode. They explode into projectiles.
I feel like, yeah, like, I would have just looked at the boss, let him attack me once, and then I would have intentionally died. Like, just kind of get his vibe, you know? Like, does he jump around? Does he throw stuff? Is he fast? And then I would probably just try again.
How do you dodge 3 snowflakes?
It's like real life. It's impossible.
They tend to come in more than 3.
Yeah, that's what makes them so dangerous.
Fastfruitman was not able to hit the double jump.
Oh, the presents don't actually hurt you. These things hurt you a lot.
Sparks.
They do 3 damage to you. This guy only does 2. Oh, he dies before... Like, that was like last second. I don't think Shoehorse knew how to dodge those things, so would have died to that.
Yeah, I think so. Managed to just kind of outrace the boss.
The boss is just throwing proper drops. There's been like an event in the community where people were tasked to find certain objects in video games. And we have gone... I don't know what the effect is called, but it's like where you see things in everyday life and you just suddenly notice all these things. Alright, we're in Carnival Night Zone, I guess. A little.
It's definitely sort of reminiscent of that. The music is getting a little bit...
Not as good as the Michael Jackson track.
Sonic has good music. I guess there's like just some sound effects that are gumming things up. This balloon found a spike ball. Check this out.
Oh my god, this thing is wrecking us like a wrecking ball. Oh, here's these things that are everywhere in Sonic as well. Casino Night Zone, Sonic 1 Special Zone. Oh, I didn't even see that thing.
Yeah, that's how you know when it's going to come out. And it just has a really long internal cooldown, I guess. This game's kind of wild.
We got a passive. It was like a... I don't know. Like a nut, a peach.
Okay. So there's a number associated with the treasure chest. Are you paying that many Sparkies to open it? And then if so, what are the keys for it?
Let's see. Oh. Just ignores it. I mean, to be fair, we don't even know what these things do.
It could be good, though.
Could also waste your time. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I would probably pick it up, why not? It's like how long do you spend doing that? 2 seconds?
Yeah. Information is always important to gather. And if it's got a low cost to get it...
Oh. Shoehorse really needs a checkpoint. There it is. Now intentionally die.
Fastfruitman has figured out how to dodge the snowflakes, so I think it's going to be able to get through this boss. Look, it's just like a little skip rope.
Ooh, gets hit by the boss, which is better than getting hit by the snowflakes, I guess. That's clean.
That's a kill.
I can see why you called it urinating.
The snow doesn't turn yellow, though, so it must be sparks. Whoa, Shoehorse somehow dodging the hearts, but then lands on the spear. Following the tasties. Critical to going fast in this game.
Oh, we're going pipes now.
Oh, there was a different pipe that could have gone a different way.
Chemical plants down.
I really cannot handle... It's almost like I'm hearing the music twice. Am I hearing the music twice? I was. I'm sorry. No
I mean, it still sounds pretty bad.
It at least sounds like music before, though. It was genuinely making me uncomfortable.
Oh, we're in Oil Ocean Zone now. These cannon things.
I mean, also Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Probably more Donkey Kong Country since you don't really control anything about the Oil Ocean ones.
So look at Fastfruitman is letting off of forwards in order to give themselves time to react to what's appearing on screen. Whereas I feel like Shoehorse is gunning it and is just dealing with the consequences a little bit more.
I mean, it's working. You've got a lot of health, right? 10 health. And no punishment for death other than going back.
I was able to react to that heart somehow.
Yeah.
So, like, for this whole race now, Fastfruitman is going to be able to explode with ice shards, and Shoehorse is not, which is, like, kind of weird, kind of interesting. Definitely, like, kind of random who would decide to open this or that chest. Ultimately not super impactful.
Oh my god, it's the Joker without hair.
And he summoned his trademark Rose. Spits vinyl CDs everywhere.
Oh, you gotta figure out how to bounce high off these things. Hey, you can double jump.
Oh.
But you need the boss to shoot the bouncy things to activate them. That's
Gotcha.
interesting. But Shoehorse is doing well. Ouch, got hit there.
Got hit.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is like a common thing with bosses. They like lock onto you and you gotta run away. And there's like this tight timing involved in this kind of boss. Like I keep comparing this to Sonic. Like the final boss in Sonic 2. He like flies into the air and there's like a little target reticule on you. And then you gotta decide when you start running, because like you want to start soon enough that you have speed to get away, but also not do it too soon, otherwise you're on the other side of the arena.
Yeah, and you hit the wall, and there's nowhere to run, and then you get hit, and then if you're too late, you haven't even started moving, and he just blasts you.
Yeah, and this boss was kind of like that.
And it was defeated very swiftly. Fastfruitman, I think, is not too far away from getting there himself.
Yeah, but with this, Shoehorse is now halfway through the goal.
It's an arrow of little sparklies pointing upwards, and Fastfruitman is like, nah, whatever.
Oh, Shoehorse went back to the start.
It's a bold strategy.
I mean, it looked like it, but I can't imagine it was the start, because Shoehorse surely would have noticed. That's where I've been.
Skipping that treasure chest is just like, I don't care. I can do what I need to go fast. I can't tell you that this is the right decision, but it's being made by the player who is in the lead.
This is why we play the games that we commentate in top 8, so we sound smart, and in this case, we just can't. I cannot sound smart right now. I cannot tell you what potential upgrades there are.
I don't know if that even sounds smart, if you're like, I know this game. This exists.
You think there's like a fitting charm in being blind in commentary and figuring things out.
Yeah, it's I've been on the case. I've been a viewer, and the commentators not knowing what's going on when I can see what's going on. It's frustrating.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the worst. I try to avoid it. Like I try to not be clueless about things, and then chat is like, oh no, it was 3 hits on the slime boss, and then I feel bad. Because I should have paid attention, and I would be annoyed if the commentator got it wrong after I saw it.
Yeah, so there's a certain amount of sort of fun and charm to not knowing, but it's a hard line to walk. We do our best. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. Fastfruitman is bouncing off these walls when they really don't want to be, having a lot of trouble killing the momentum, just barely. And I thought that boss was closer than it was. In fact,
yeah, this is a long low.
There's still kind of a lot of level, I think. Before
also I can't help myself, but those bouncy walls, they're like, what's it called? Metropolis Zone?
Metropolis, I guess, is how you would pronounce it. But I don't remember the zone very well.
It's in Sonic 2. It's the second to last, well, the last one before Sky Chase, though. Got those yellow things on the wall, and they go boom, 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 boom.
Okay, I do know those things.
Yeah.
Having to bonk your head off of these things to clear the way. It wasn't so bad when they were below you, but now that they're to the right, ugh.
Oh, 1 HP.
Oh, this projectile
God,
on screen.
oh
Shoehorse
my
is not
God.
scrolling it off screen, goes over it instead. It's still here. Let it go, man. Just let it go. Take the 1 second time loss.
What a baller.
Has the shard. Oh, you
Wait.
can check what they do.
What? There's
And you can
items?
use the items.
What?
Yeah. They've picked up a couple of these pills, and I just assumed it was healing them when they did.
The pastebin says
nothing.
it says nothing. You can open chests for some loot, like passive attack items and health, but it doesn't say you have to use it.
Yeah. So that finding the menu button is maybe going to be a big factor here.
Yeah, the controls are arrow keys, Z to jump, and X to attack.
Oh, it doesn't even say what the menu button is. Oh boy, okay. There's always a discussion to be had about how much you tell the player in the pastebin and how much figuring things out should be part of the race. But you should tell them what all the buttons are. I think we can all agree on that part. Well, we got a boss. He's leaving after images of himself, so you have an incentive to sort of keep him in the same part of the level
Wait,
by jumping over him.
That's an interesting thing. That was easy.
He's dead.
So Shoehorse, one full level ahead.
That seems big. This seems like these levels are very long. Fastfruitman now just getting to this boss.
We're in Terra land. Oh look, it's those things from Oil Oceans.
This background is colorful. It's pretty.
It moves a lot.
It's busy. This is a very fast game. You want the visuals to read clearly and quickly to the player, and this background is interfering with that process. Yeah, that's true. If you're playing it like an NES game, you know it's got start select.
There's 4 buttons
down,
on the
left,
controller,
right.
yeah.
PC, you're trying every button on the keyboard.
But even NES can be weird. We saw, or SNES, I guess, in this example, we saw The Fireman with My Love, Danny.
Yes.
Dialogue skipping on select. Awkward. The pastebin does tell you, but still, like, if you forget about it, you're not, and you see the dialogue, you're gonna mash start, A, B, whatever it is. You're not gonna press select unless you know about it, or you're really desperate to skip that dialogue. Oh, that was a wall?
Between 1 and 4 HP it heals. Is that what it said?
Yeah, I think it's random. This one that does between 4 and 8.
Got a little seedling thing.
Moo was saying yesterday I saw someone play Sonic 3 and you had to press up and down on a platform to swing it. Yeah, that's in Carnival Night Zone. The barrel. Very infamous. It lost its head.
Oh, Shoehorse was counting on the spring refreshing their double jump, and it doesn't. So they just tried to weave together this beautiful jump, double jump, spring, double jump, left to right maneuver. And instead, without the double jump, they fell down to a previous area, and now they've fallen down again. Yeah. It should have been beautiful. And instead, we're back here for the 3rd dang time. A little bit frustrating.
At this time.
Oh, this is the thing that Shoehorse popped out of the treasure chest. It was a little small one of those.
It's using like HP stuff, which I disagree with. I would say, like,
save for bosses.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! We have opened 10 chests, everyone. Good job.
Nice. Is there a bingo card for opening chests?
I mean, we do have the search.
I can use the filter.
No. Treasure? No, there's nothing. Nothing about chests or treasure or anything.
Too common. Sorry. Someone has gone and created the empty flashback Twitch account in order to pose as the submitter of a large portion of our backup pool of video games.
Don't talk trash about my submissions.
I worked hard on these. I've been doing this since you were a baby. This tournament 10 years old. I was here at the beginning.
My Shoehorse needs a checkpoint. It's very careful right now, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrified of the sonic effect of just running into things before you can see it.
Taking out the enemies one by one. Fastfruitman dies. The levels are all kind of... I guess, okay, it was a quick death to the boss, so...
Oh, we got a firecracker?
No harm done.
Oh my god, the developers stopped using checkpoints. There it is.
Ah! Ba-dum.
Oh, and we're at the boss.
Right before the boss. Excellent.
The, like, level 1 boss, where the boss is like, I don't even have to fight you, I'm gonna let this Sonic 3 boss fight you.
This is a Contra boss for sure.
Oh yeah, the Contra boss, even more. Actually, Shoehorse is doing pretty well here. Never mind. But still doing pretty well. Solar panel equips the solar panel. Consumed 75 sparks to fully restore your health?
Has 275 sparks, but did it not get used properly?
I mean, is it another button?
75 sparks got used, at least. No, wait, do you lose half your sparks when you die?
I guess so.
Is that in the pace?
Facepin says there's no punishment other than going back.
Oh boy.
But you're right.
We should put a little asterisk when we give them a flashback one to be like, hey, look, be ready for anything. All right, boss dead this time.
I mean, basically just damage traced it. Control Alt Delete it. Defeat the boss during the day. Let's see. You don't get an achievement if you do it in the night. That's when it's sleeping.
Yeah, that's not an accomplishment.
Yeah. Like
beating up a sleeping computer.
Trying to land on the sun during the night. Ooh, big deal. That's when it's not hot.
My computer wakes up at the slightest touch though from sleep mode, so I feel like you should not be able to hit it 20 times or whatever is necessary.
Yeah,
You got a garbage can spewing trash globs everywhere. Down in these like beautiful crystal mines. Oh, did that say 18 damage?
I think it was a decimal. That's why we have 4.2 health left.
Oh. What?
I also thought it said 10, and I was like, oh, it's insta-kill, but then I looked at the health and it was 4.2. I mean, if this solar panel works, and Shoehorse can just restore health twice, we just pick up sunglasses, then that's a free boss kill.
Very impactful.
That's a free boss kill.
It's more impactful than I would like it to be.
Oh, we just took 0.6 damage.
Is that an alternate path?
I think the left was an alternate path, which is strange because the checkpoint was only, like, you had to backtrack if you came from the bottom.
Right. I raced a I didn't race. I tested a Kim Possible game that had a very similar situation that caused me to lose something on the order of 7 minutes. I was not happy about it. Shoehorse sniffs out this problem, thankfully, because there's a wall immediately. What is that? Is that a... Oh, that's the... You had 50 rings, so you get to play the bonus game if you go in the portal.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think Shoehorse has played a Sonic game or two, because they were like, nope.
But I want to see the Sonic game. What if we run down the tube and
the bonus game?
What if we run down the tube and Bale Bulb will run into every mine and make me lose?
He probably would. A little spark plug. Oh, these are glass tubes.
Yeah.
With
the first few times Shoehorse like ran again into them, and I was like, why can't you go here?
We got this boss fight for Fastfruitman. I guess the pegs on the side will hit you as well.
Oh, what? Got hit there? Wasn't even up yet.
Yeah. That's well, it was on its way.
That's a clear.
Gets the kill.
But it seems like Shoehorse has like the sunglasses. They reduce damage by 0.2 each. So that's why we're only taking 0.6 damage.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I've been trying to figure out what does the green meter do.
Is it the charge?
I've not seen it move.
No, the red one is
Red
the
is
charge.
charge.
Maybe
I thought
it's,
green, like it's not health. That's the lightning bolt.
maybe it's magic.
For spells we don't have
Yeah,
yet.
no, we gotta press the magic button. We just don't know it exists yet.
It's M on the keyboard.
M for magic, A for abracadabra.
This guy is pretty easy to deal with so far.
He doesn't move far.
Yeah.
Sometimes he
though.
moves.
He always taking the space. All right, double jump over, and now you have the whole screen to work with. He's probably going to be dead before he gets back across.
Oh! Solar panel time? No! Not done. Wow, that was fast. Like the dot was fast.
30:56 is the time. Shoehorse conquering over Winter Love and Terra land.
Half beastie sniping by 4 seconds.
So we've been marveling at the things that are in this game that we didn't realize were in this game, but I do think Shoehorse was just really good on the stages and the bosses. Which is all this game is.
Was really good at running and jumping and shooting.
Yeah. Just was more comfortable going fast, had an easier time following the trinkets to know where to go. And was just rock solid on all the bosses. Half Beastie was racing along in the race, by the way. Finished just 4 seconds ahead of Shoehorse.
Yeah, that's what I meant by snipe. We like to see a good snipe.
So I've gone ahead and grabbed Shoehorse. Hello.
Hello. Actually, wait. Let me get y'all off of the thing. Hold, please. I don't want the interview coming through the stream again.
Right, you don't want to hear twice. And then we don't want to hear us twice.
I fixed it already. I'm on top of the game.
Well, if they're listening to the stream, then they're going to be hearing us twice.
That's true.
So Fastfruitman still going.
All right. I couldn't figure out tech. There it is.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. We've been comparing this game to Sonic basically the whole race.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely like hold right, except when you hold left. Go fast, jump, hope you don't land on something, and then there's a stage where you aren't allowed to go fast.
We've definitely seen you were a little more willing to just hold forwards and try to react, or you seemed pretty aware that the little sparks were guiding you as to where you might want to be going.
Yeah, that took a bit to, cause there's definitely things where you get to a junction and you're just like, well, I guess we're going left and up now.
Mm-hmm.
That and finding the checkpoints was good.
Tell us about the moment where you opened the menu.
Yeah. Well, so I'm reading the paste bin and I'm going into the options in the game and it's like you can get chests and get items and I was like, yeah, I'm getting things, but none of the buttons do anything. And at some point I hit pause by mistake and I was like, what are these? So
yeah.
that's a moment when you just go, oh, if my opponent has found this already, it's over. But yeah,
I'll grab your opponent who's waiting in the waiting room here. Hello, Fastfruitman.
Hello.
hello, GG.
So we were just talking about how quite late into the race, Shoehorse hit the pause button and discovered it was a menu where you can be using some of these items that you've been picking up in treasure chests and checking descriptions of the passive ones to see exactly what they do.
Ah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that helped a little bit, I guess. I mean, I feel like there wasn't a boss that was so difficult that being able to use a heal item made it trivial, and it was really hard for the other person. It wasn't a deciding factor, thankfully, because
I
it just
think
wasn't in there.
I think I lost all my time on just dying in the stages rather
Yeah.
than bosses.
Particularly that really pink one.
There was one where I hit one of those ceiling spiders. I died to the same spider twice, and then I hit it on the way through the third time. It's just like, come on.
There were so many times when you'd get to a thing and be like, is that gonna hurt me? And then sometimes you could just walk through it, and other times it's like, oh no, that hurts. Oh, that one really hurts.
Yeah, there was a gray sort of like I pictured it as like a shrine, like a Japanese shrine bell with the big rope that you would ring.
Yeah.
And it just looked like a fun background element, and then it came to life and hit you for 2 damage.
Yeah. And a lot of times when you would destroy an enemy, it would just retaliate and then attack you. But other times a little woodland creature would pop out, a la Sonic. And I would jump over them, and then eventually I realized, oh no, they're fine.
Fastfruitman, we saw you a couple times releasing forwards, just because like this is too fast. I don't know what's coming. I don't want to get hit.
It worked occasionally.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
difficult
not
to
very
say.
good at
like,
old
what-
school Sonic games, and that's the kind of way I always play them. It's just go through fast and hope, and then lose when I get to the hard stages. It's this didn't get hard enough for me to change that.
Right. And it was a pretty close race, all said. I think you were actually catching up in the last level or two. You just got held up so much in the mid game.
Some of those items really did come, like the exploding shards of ice every time you double jump, every now and again. Was
Every now and again.
not a lifesaver, but occasionally was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, so you
That
had
killed
that
those
too,
two guys
then.
just off screen.
Yeah,
I didn't
Fastfruitman
realize-
had that first, actually. They picked it up pretty early on.
I think it might have been the first level.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I just started blasting out ice shards. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess that's a thing. And had no idea why it was happening. And then I saw the menu and realized, oh, passive. Okay.
I had a moment of waiting for those electricity grids, and then I duck, and it turns out that puts dynamite down. So you've got that. It's like, well, I guess I find out now if that hurts me.
It's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes these flashback games have some extra spice in them for the racers to discover, for all of us to discover. Some people who had played it before were like, I don't remember a menu. I don't remember items. So yeah, it was definitely a curveball, and it seemed like both of you did well with sort of experimenting, discovering, adapting.
Did you? I'm assuming this happened. Did you? It was either the second or third level where they got like the giant bouncy balls, and eventually there's just a wall of them that you have to like face tank through a couple times.
I think I might have gone through a different way. I had to go down through a few.
Okay. I definitely thought I hit a dead end. I was like, okay.
Right.
I also thought I went into the wrong level when I did 2-2. Because, like, after you beat 2-1 on the menu, it spits you back out and is hovering over World 1.
I was confused why the Love World was just Sonic Casino level. Why is that love?
I mean, asking questions about what love is what artists have been doing for centuries. But this is just one interpretation.
I've been doing it wrong.
So I want to trust my memory that this was a front 2 match, that neither of you is eliminated.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right.
Okay, so that's good. We'll wrap it up here. What sort of game would both of you like to see in your next match?
I think honestly a platformer. They tend to work better for me. This one just like for Shoehorse better. But yeah,
That
puzzle
happens
games are terrible.
sometimes.
Yeah, platformers are fun because you don't have to figure out what you're supposed to do. So I'm a big fan of those.
It's much easier to
Same.
get in your own head with a puzzle game. You're sat there thinking about it and going, well, they've just done it in fun.
Yeah, totally. Well, it seems that we're birds of a feather, you and I. Congratulations. And I think you both played great. Thank you so much for coming out for racing, for coming to talk to us.
Yeah, thanks for hosting it.
Thanks. GG.
GG.